All right, welcome back, everyone. It's got our. Oops, forgot I hadn't glued that down yet. But got our shop. The outside pretty well done. I'm pretty happy with the results. They're not perfect, but it suits me. And this is our assortment for today. Get to play around with our lighting. I've already tested the lights are working, so that's good. And we get to make some hangers and hang the books on the hangers, and this is going to turn into candles that are going to go on the lights. And for some reason, they've got 3 pieces of paper up on the roof. I'm not real clear on the hows and whys and what fors on that, but that's where they've got them. So who am I to question that? Okay, but first off, we start off with our little gold pieces here, and we gotta mold them into the sort of fish hook, well, not fish hook, but little hoop shapes there. They've got the template for us to make them with, and each one has its own size, and then we get to put them into this little piece of cardboard. But first things first is getting them into shape. So let's see here. Start off, just bend them in half. I think. I need the smaller. Got a new toy I'm going to play with after a while. I've had laying around for several years, but I just never got around to trying out, so I'm looking forward to seeing how they work. I hope I get to use them today. I think it's on today's schedule. Okay, so I get those on there. And we twist them up. And that's, I'm a little bit off, but that's about the right size for that one. And see if I can do a better job on this one. Get my ends lined up before I kink it. 2 there. Let's see here, that one. A couple more turns. Okay. That puts me in the ballpark with that one. I can pick it back up. Okay, got it. Let's see, and can't get a hold. There we go. There it goes. I think. Let's see how that. Okay, that one's actually pretty much dead on to the. Oh yeah, the templates over here are 1-to-1, so that's how I know how long I'm making them. And, okay. Pretty close on that one too. All right. Yeah, this is. I'll be honest. I thought we was doing this with the lights, so I was a little concerned about this. I didn't realize these were separate hangers for, like say, the books we're about to make here in a minute or four. Yeah, it needs a few more turns. Okay, I got it pretty close. Okay, now poke holes. Okay, so the white dots are for these things, and the square ones are for to get our lights through. So we're going to worry about these first. I was outside in the cold this morning and just got that breath of cold air, and I've been coughing ever since. And more on that one. Okay. Now, trying to see. I think I'll poke the lamp holes out later, just try and keep them straight. Now, start with the shortest one and work my way up, I think. So, the 4, the smallest one. Goes here. I should have poked them through this side. Okay, that's it. Okay. Alright, so there. Then, let's see here. Looks like, yeah, that's the order. The next one goes all the way over here, so go ahead. Get back in there. Squeeze them. There we go. Now you go through there. And you go through this one. And squeeze it. The needle down a little bit more for it to go through. Go ahead and do these other two while I'm just... More for this one. And where am I going? Okay, so this one. Here. And now let's put a couple of drops of glue on each one of these tabs to sort of hold them in place and out of the way. So I think, and then I'm going to find some way to hold it upright like that for a little bit while I work on some of these other pieces. But I'm going to use this glue for this just because it runs a little bit easier, and I think be a little bit better at getting in the right spots. Okay, let's say I'm just going to find a way to clamp this on the edge and where it will hang there and let gravity hold it stuff in the glue. Here, just find a spot for it. All right, I'll go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, while that's doing its drying thing, I get to make some floating magical candles, or what they eventually will be. These are supposed to be 1.5 centimeters long, not inches. So, and I've learned from cutting this, you don't want to cut it with the crimpers or the snippers because they will crush the ends. So that 1.5 centimeter mark. And just saw at it with my dull X-Acto knife. Okay. And that gets us a nice round end. Need 3 of those. Other side. You want to get a better grip on it, and I just let it go. All right. There's my what will eventually be 3 floating candles. This back in its sheath. Don't need that. Well, yeah, actually I do need that because I'm about to make some books. Okay, got her. Just make 4 of those books that I have yet to make a good one of. Those that sort of hang open. So let's go back to have to look at it every time on the instructions. There's a picture. Okay, so I want the cover. Okay, so the cover. Going that way. And then I alternate these. sure one more time. Okay. Cover going that way. Bring that one in. Back and forth. And then wrap it around. So you have a little bit of a book. You can get drop the super glue on there. I think that's got enough on it, and around. And that one's probably the best one I've done so far. And it's still missed on the binding, but that's... We're supposed to be hanging these up by those little wires I just made. And they look like they're floating from the ceiling or something. I'm not sure I understand this aesthetic yet. Okay. And a little bit on the edge there. Wanted to hang on to me. Okay. Not bad. Well, see a little bit more seepage there. Wipe that out. And proceed. Okay, and toop. Okay, last one. A little extra drop on that one, but alright. And you guys aren't separating. Got a little, probably some overspill on it. There you go. Yep, definitely got some overspill. Got it on me. Okay, and should be one more. Yeah, some of these. These are sort of important that they open up all their pages because they're going to be out there like on display. Okay, over here, so get in there. There it goes. Alright. We got them all well fanned out. Excellent. Now, I'm going to give that glue a little bit longer to dry. Are there lines on these, or we just, looks like I'm just eyeballing this. Okay, 'cause there's no, okay, there's a line on that one. Tell us where to fold them there, not just the one. Okay, that's right. Oop, go this way. That one goes into the corner when we glue it down here in a second. Go ahead and do that, I believe. Turn up, get this over here. Okay. Bring our shop in and turn it upside down. These guys go, well, these guys go here. So, okay, that one goes sort of in the middle, like that, and it's, see if I can get it, that corner there, yeah, okay. So, you drop there. Zoom in and press you down. Excellent. Easy enough. And these two just go, looks like on either side of it. So, up here. Okay, and this is another one that's supposed to be, so they didn't provide a bend point for it, but I'm going to call it that. Do you into there, I think. Yeah, that seems to be, I think that'll work. Like I say, and that's where that ended up doing its thing. And over here is where we're about to put our books and skyline display. But before we do that, I've got to go retrieve it, so I'll be right back with that. Alright, and there we have it. I waited an extra long time to make sure this is all good and dry before I started moving it around. So it appears to be ready to go. Got our little doodads. I've got 4 books, but 5. Okay, evidently one of them's. Have I misplaced a book? No. I don't think I did. Well, let me take another look right quick. Let's see. Well, there's supposed to be 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I have misplaced one of my books, evidently. Up here. Thought I got these all off of those. Oh, wait a second. No, that's not there, not there. Huh. Let me stop here and see if I can find that other book. Okay, I do not know. I've lost it somewhere along the process, so I'll just this is the front. Let's see, that's going to be next. No, I'm going to skip this one, unless I'll leave it in there in case it does turn up at some point, maybe stuck to the back of something, or on the back of a book. No, and maybe I'll find it at some point. But until then, we're off to hanging our candles and our. Oh, the candles go on the. Wait a second, I think I'm supposed to be doing something else first. Oh yeah, got to put the lights on. Yeah, got our. Get them untangled. Maybe. Let go. Come on. Okay, so this one is number 1, and the one next to the wires is number 9. So we are supposed to Let's see. On these, I want to make these. It says to cut them out with the knife, but I'm just gonna do the same thing on this one. This one to mark the other side. So make a bigger hole for the lights to go through from here. And 3. Okay. All right. Now, okay. Similar to what we did with these things, we're supposed to set up the lamps different lengths on each. Okay. So this thing's gonna be getting in the way a lot. Okay, so lamp. Okay, so lamp. Okay, I guess that first one's just an example. Lamp 1 is supposed to be, is that? I don't know if that's to scale or not. That is not to scale. Okay, so 2.3 centimeters from where the LED is actually at. There's supposed to be like a little curve there, and that's approximate. And then go another 2.3 down, a little bit further. That may be a little bit extra, but then back up. So I get a little, get that towards the situation. And 3 is supposed to be 1.2 down. So here to like that. I don't know if I can try a little twist in that to hold it or not. This up. Yeah, I want to bring that around, I think. Cool. Yeah, sort of maybe hold it in place a little bit. Like that. And 4 must be 1.4. And so about there. And 5, 1.8. So almost 2. Let's try to measure it that way. Maybe that'll work better. Okay. All the way around on that one. And 6. pull on two. And that's all. That's the only ones they've got sand to measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe the rest of them get to stay straight. I don't know. Okay, but so okay, so but on here looks like it's 4, 5, and 6 go in these holes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so those are all hanging down there. So I got that stuff wrapped up in here. Okay. Now, set these out of the way. Because we're going to do some, get some of the wiring out of the way now. Okay. Bring it back in here. Upside down it. And let's see here. Now, lamp 1 goes here. Oops. Lamp 2 goes here. And I bet 3 is going to go, I'm assuming, in the door there, above the door. That would sort of space it out properly. Yeah, it looks like there's a place for that, so. And it's only, that's the little nubby one, so. Okay, so. And they're saying glue it down, but I guess I'm gonna scotch it in place with some tape and then run the glue on the wires between. That's my plan. And I did get me some smaller crafting scissors finally. Okay, so just cut me off a little strip of scotch tape. And you there. We're going, no, I went too far over. Slide in there. Yeah. Over a little bit further there. There. And you over here. Cut me off another strip. Okay, so I got there and there. I said 3 in the door hole there. And then we glue that little platform in to here. I imagine we're going to sort of tuck this down at some point. But let's do a little bit of turbo tacky underneath here. About that much is what I did. Let's find out if that's proper. I'm guessing the rest of the wiring sort of goes off to the other side, but this goes there. Maybe should have used the super glue on that paper. Okay, so it's get a clamp on that, maybe. Yeah, that'll be enough to get that rolled down. All right. And since I gotta wait for that to dry, I will go ahead and throw some more PVA glue in. Just a little on top of this part here. Make sure it stays down, and then over here, in between my tape. And toothpick action there to spread it down in there. And now we get to take another little break and wait on. I'm more concerned about this glue drying underneath there, but I guess with that clamp in place I can probably keep going. I think it's out of the way enough. I think I can make it all this stuff. Oh, I don't knock this stuff off trying to work underneath there. Yeah, let's continue. Let's see here. So we got our hooks in our books. I think I want to start in the deeper part, just so maybe I won't knock them off as I'm going in. Gonna try the super glue. I think it'll work. And my handy dandies. Let's get my so over there, and I'll run you through the hole over here, so try and keep you out of the way. Just run you underneath it, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Get me a little more light down in there. And start with the book. And at the middle. Let's see if I can. I'm not sure I'll be able to put enough pressure on this to make the super glue work, but I'm going to try. Okay. It's sticking. There, and get it to hook in there, maybe. Okay. It appears to have worked. I'm a little shocked. Nope, it didn't. It's sliding now. Alright, it's going back up. It worked for a second, and then I decided I'd mess with it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get enough pressure on the back of it to make it sit. Okay. one more try. No, that's not going to work. Okay. Next plan, I'll let that super glue dry out on those pages. I will bend the wire 90 degrees. So I can just set the book down on top of the wire with the turbo tacky. So I got my bead of turbo tacky down in there. Make sure I've got you open to the right page. And hook you on there. Dab you into place. Okay. That appears to have worked. And then get to put the candle on the LED. That light's not doing anything for me. And y'all can't see any of this. I don't know if this will even... Yeah, that... Okay, that's not going around the LED that they've... Not even close. Let's see here. This... I'm pretty sure... Oh. Okay. I wonder if I just broke the LED. Yeah, it's not. I guess now I need to check and see if that's still working. So, gray to black, white to red. And here. Nope, turning it on. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, not on contact here. Okay, I didn't break it. So that's good. I guess... Hopefully I still haven't broken it. Okay. I guess I can sort of put the LED on the cap and sort of let it sit there. Make it look like a candle wick. But I thought they were glowing down on the inside. So... dab there. You. Okay. Yeah, I guess that sort of looks right. Looks sort of like a candle flame up there. Let's see, I wonder if it'll stand me turning it around again. It did. Okay, good. Because I'd like to continue with the books here. Okay. Move on to my next book hook, I guess. This one's actually, looks like it'd be... I think I'm going to be able to set the book down on top of it. It's so short. So I'll do that one next. Get past the windowsill. Okay, yeah, it ended up right on. Okay, there it went. And these guys out of the way. I wish I could get a better angle for this for y'all, because I'm sure this is super thrilling for you to watch me, do stuff that you can't see. Even if you, but quick, should be over fairly quickly. You on that one. And just got the one left here. You determined to knock everything over at this point. Try and do this again. Okay, so I'm going to let the books dry, and then I'll come back and put the other two candles in place. And maybe you can sort of see. Well, that other one is stuck on pretty good. Let's see if it'll work at that angle. I'm not sure. Should be able to straighten it out, isn't it? Not like that, it won't. No, okay, get on there. Straighten you up a little bit, maybe. All right. Now, go on with you. Get you like semi-vertical. And there, not. There a little bit, just widen this one up slightly. A little flare on it, maybe. A little more glue. And actually use you to. Okay. Stay. Okay, just lean up against the wall there. Okay. I'm going to let all that dry nice and well, then I'll come back and hopefully that may be enough. I'll see where I'm at on time with while I'm waiting. So be right back with something anyway. Okay, I'm already almost at an hour now. It did not seem like that as I was doing it, so that's enough for me. I think that listening to me talk and not being able to see what I'm doing is about an hour is more than enough of that for y'all, I'm sure. But let's get this over here, and that's that out of the way, and sort of. I think I can. There. Yeah, these should be able to sort of straighten these guys out a bit more. So we got, let's say, the books floating above the. Got our candles there. Is that gonna? Yeah. Or maybe I can't. Oh, that candle is not dry yet, so let's not mess with it. Let's see if I can knock the lights out a little bit and get this over here. Maybe it'll prop it up. Oop. Yeah, there we go. And see if I can get this battery pack on. Take a look at what this sort of looks like. Gray and black, and whoa, come back here. Okay, so gray to black and red to white. Yeah, so we got some. Yeah, that looks candleish. That'll work. Light up our books there. All right, okay, I'm digging that. I see what they're doing now. Like I said, I thought the whole candle would glow, but it's just the end. But anyway, like I say, I've gone on far enough, and y'all, like I say, I thought I'd get more done today, but progress is progress, so we'll just keep going, plugging away at it until we get done. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.